The pilot was about to take off when he suddenly saw a wall appear in the middle of the runway. Shocked, he instinctively increased speed and pulled up, narrowly escaping the obstacle and successfully lifting off from the deck. Only after confirming that he had taken off safely did he cheer in relief. But he didn't report the strange wall he had seen. Then, the second pilot prepared for his test flight. But as soon as he lined up on the runway, he froze in fear. The wall was there again. Panicked, he immediately slammed the brakes, bringing the plane to a halt. The ground crew was confused. Why had he stopped? The pilot explained that he saw a wall ahead and would have crashed into it if he had continued. Thinking he was just overly nervous, the instructor sent him to the hospital for a checkup. Then came the third pilot's turn, and just like the others, he suddenly stopped the plane, terrified of the same invisible wall. But the runway was completely clear. The squad leader called the first pilot for questioning. The first pilot admitted that he had seen the wall too, but he ignored it and took off anyway. Now, everyone believes something strange was happening, but they needed to find out why. When the fourth pilot attempted to take off, the same thing happened. The moment he powered up the aircraft, the wall appeared and he aborted the takeoff in fear. The instructor finally paused all flight tests, but the squad leader refused to accept defeat. He hadn't seen anything himself. Determined to prove nothing was wrong, he requested to fly. At first, everything seemed normal, but just as he prepared for takeoff, the wall appeared right in front of him. Now, they had no choice but to halt all test flights. To solve the mystery, the instructor split the pilots into two teams. One group investigated the airfield, while the instructor tried to recreate the phenomenon in the flight simulator. But after multiple simulated flights, no wall ever appeared. Meanwhile, a pilot on the runway noticed something unusual. He decided to run an experiment. Before taking off, he looked up at the clouds for a few seconds. Then, he started his takeoff run. This time, the wall didn't appear, and he successfully took off. Everyone cheered. They had finally found a solution. The instructor gathered all the pilots, and the mystery was explained. It turned out the sudden change in the sky's cloud pattern combined with the color contrast of the flight deck tricked the human eye, creating an optical illusion of a solid wall. The solution? Before takeoff, pilots should stare at the flight deck for 4 seconds to let their eyes adjust. Once their vision adapted, the wall would disappear.